Gentlemen, episode number 698. Welcome to the Land of Red. We are live here on YouTube, and today it is a 10-match all-championship spectacular as we kick off with our first Season 7 stream preview, our first Season 7 show, as a matter of fact. First Season 7 stream preview, TWA's Glory Road is going to be one hell of a thrill ride. You do not want to miss a single solitary second of the action. It is going to be absolutely fire from the tone setter to the final bell in the main event. It is going to be absolutely epic. But before we get to any matches, of course, we got to introduce our co-host with the most. Moonraider25 is live on the broadcast booth with me right now. We got some things to talk about, of course. There's things to talk about. Football, basketball, the National Hockey League. There's things going on. So we have things there to we got things to discuss in the pro wrestling world. Things happened just on Friday night. I'm sure most of you have seen it. And we're definitely going to talk about it because, you know, what do we want to talk about? We want to talk about why certain people are main eventing WrestleMania again when it was unnecessary. But we'll get to that in just a little while. Lots to talk about, though. Things to discuss. First and foremost, Moonraider, I know you've got some information for us regarding House of Glory. And I know, so House of Glory, that was that one of their regular shows, Moon, or was it?
I don't know if it's one of their regular shows. I don't know what their version of WrestleMania is.
Right.
But,
but I know you have some highlights from it, and some things went down and happened, and so tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, Charles Mason, who is in his 600th, I think he's in his 600 something day reign as the House of Glory World Champion.
That's a long reign.
Coming on for if they're going to continue, if he's going to continue that run to 700 something days over the 2-minute mark, like on the way to hang on the 2-minute mark. It'd be 2 years since he's been champion.
Right.
But he faced off against, he defended his House of Glory World title against Brian Keith, the dude that was a tag team alongside, what's his name, Will Morrissey, Big Cass, whatever he was, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
What he was known as in
like,
WWE.
He's gone by different, like Big Bill. He's gone by a few different names. I don't know I can't remember what his current name is. He changes it depending on where he's wrestling, right? So, but yeah, anyways.
Yeah, the match ended in like like Penta, when the match that he got injured in, that he landed from the top, like from the top of the barricade or something, and then he landed awkwardly on one of his body parts.
Oh, really?
I think it was a neck injury or something. I think it was.
Well, hopefully not. I mean, so was there any information after the show about what may be wrong with him, or did they?
I know Charles Mason had a injury, like an injury. Well, I had a quote unquote injury, and basically the match got called off. So then Brian Keith told him something about you're still a piece of shit to Charles Mason, and then moments afterwards he played the fans, like trolled the fans, and then low-blowed Brian Keith.
Wow, interesting.
So he took the cheap shot. He did.
Now, of course, Zilla Fatu's also a champion there, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which championship? I always forget which championship he's holding there.
He's holding the Crown Jewel title.
The Crown Jewel title, right? And you said he was defending that title as well on that very show?
I think he was. I think he did. I'm not sure on who it was exactly.
Did he retain the championship, do you know? Or do you not know that either?
Yeah, he's still the champion now.
He is still the champion, okay. Gotcha. Sir Jack the Great's in the house. I see you. What's going on, my friend? Welcome in Showtime and Go Time. I'm doing fairly well. I've been busy lately, but I'm doing fairly well. Doing fairly well. Of course, Shade is in action today, Sir Jack. Going to be having his rematch with Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff for the TWA Legends Championship later today. But yeah, so lots going down at House of Glory. House of Glory is actually becoming more and more popular these days, I've noticed. So is MLW, for that matter. So it's good to see some of these indie promotions gaining more recognition and seeing a little bit of an increase in fan support, and audience size, of course, is always a good thing. So, yeah. Of course, SmackDown was this past Friday. Did you watch SmackDown at all?
Yeah, I saw it at the same time.
Ace Haunter's in the house. How's it going, Ace? You did watch SmackDown? Okay. Did anybody else watch SmackDown? Ace, Jack, did you guys watch SmackDown? Or know what happened on SmackDown? Because we are definitely going to talk about that. There's definitely a key point of the show that needs to be discussed. And if you have seen it, I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. But remember back when Archer refused to lose the Legends Championship, then someone, I think, Ricky Steamboat, humbled his ass. I know, that was a phenomenal run for Archer. That was a phenomenal. I remember because he had said if he hit 30, he was going to actually vacate the title, put it up in a championship Gold Rush tournament. But then, yeah, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. It's funny too, because if you go back and look at the list of all the people that Archer faced, right? Because he beat 28 legends and defended the championship 27 times, and a huge list of who's who in the Legends division. But then out of nowhere, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is the one that comes and topples him, steals that championship from him. And he's never had anywhere close to a run like that before. Saphir is in the chat room. It's still weird that you call yourself Jennifer, though. Your middle name. But anyways, she's here today. You might even get to talk to her on the broadcast booth today at some point. But anyways, decent. No, I watched SmackDown and Raw in YouTube clips. Oh, you just watch like the highlights and the results on YouTube? You can't watch it on Netflix? You're all caught up though? Yeah. So, of course, Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre went down. See, the thing that bothers me the most, I think, is the deal was very clear. While Drew McIntyre held that championship, Cody Rhodes was not to get another shot at that championship. And then Nick Aldis decides to put him in a match anyways, Friday, SmackDown, just around the corner from WrestleMania, and put Drew's title on the line. And what happens? Cody Rhodes beats him. Now, to be fair, I do understand that Drew McIntyre is going to be going off to shoot some scenes for the Highlander reboot with Henry Cavill and Christopher Lambert, and they're actually collecting quite a great cast for that show. Period. It's going to be I think it's going to be a really good. I mean, I was a fan of the original Highlander movies. There was the original one I think was the best, but I mean, I did find a way to enjoy them all. I did enjoy the Highlander movies, so I'm really looking forward to the Highlander reboot. I think they're calling it Highlander, maybe Legacy, I think might be the title for that movie. I can't quite remember. I'm pretty sure it might be something like that, though. So I do know Drew McIntyre is going off to shoot scenes for a movie. However, I mean, I doubt he's going to be gone that long for the role he's playing in the movie. At least I wouldn't think. And I'm sure there's a person inside the WWE, I think, what's his name again, Moon? Isn't it Roman Reigns or something like that he was held the belt many times and was off television for extended periods of times, not defending that very belt. You know what I mean? Like, why couldn't Drew have just held on to the championship? Not to mention, I'm sure he could have made it to WrestleMania. I don't know if he's going to WrestleMania now or what that's going to look like.
He will.
Maybe Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre or something of that
It would have. I know the reason why. I know the specific reason why on why they put the title on Cody Rhodes. It's because like Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton has got history with one another, teacher and student type of shit. So they're spreading out the WrestleMania card. They're avoiding a fatal four-way because otherwise it's going to make SmackDown look weak.
Yeah. I just don't think Cody should have won that championship. He should have been in the match for a chance. I can see them having a fight, like, put them in a match. But again, the rule was very clear. While Drew McIntyre was champion, Cody Rhodes was not challenging for that belt. That's the way it was supposed to be. Now all of a sudden he's thrown right back into the championship picture. Now he's going to WrestleMania to face Randy Orton, right? The question is, do they put Randy over Cody? Rumor has it Orton might be turning heel. Because we know Cody's not going to. He's already said multiple times he has no desire to turn heel. He has no reason to do so. And really he doesn't. He's kind of like the John Cena in that sense. Or the Stone Cold Steve Austin. Or the Rock, right? How many times did they try to turn those people heel? And it just kind of sort of backfires because people don't care. They like them. They're going to cheer them whether they're heel or they're face. They may boo them for a moment, depending on who they're wrestling or what match they're in, but they're cheering. Like even Trick Williams. Trick Williams has been trying to kind of pull off an egotistical, heelish type character, but people are cheering him. Right? They're chanting as he's coming out. Whoop that Trick. They really like Trick Williams, and for good reason. Trick Williams is very talented. All right, he's a big dude. He can really wrestle in that ring. I think he's going to do big things. I definitely think he's a future world champion. And I like Trick Williams, so there's that too. But I mean, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think Cody goes over, or do you think Randy Orton goes over? Because I think it's a mistake not to put Randy Orton over. Personally, so many people want to see Randy Orton win that 15th championship, not just to see him have another run, and not just because he deserves it, but because ultimately it's because it puts him ahead of Triple H, right? people really want him to be ahead of Triple H in the greatest champions of all time list, because they're both locked at 14 right now, so that'd give him 15. Now the fear is maybe they give him number 15. Suddenly the fans want to push him to tie Ric Flair's record. Then they want to push him to tie John Cena's record, right? I don't see that happening, right? Depending on how many more years he wrestles, he might tie Ric Flair. Potentially. But I don't see them... I don't think John Cena's... I think his record will pretty much remain untarnished. I don't see anybody tying or beating 17. So, but what do you think? What's your opinion on that matter?
I think maybe keep John Cena where he's at.
You think what?
I think keep John Cena where he's at. Right
oh yeah. So, do you think they let Randy Orton win that championship, or do you think Cody's going over?
I think Cody's. I think Randy Orton's winning.
Yeah, I mean, here's the other part of it is, do you know how many pissed off fans in Las Vegas there will be if Orton does not win that match? If he does not win that, because I mean, they could always run it back at SummerSlam and maybe have a triple threat match with Drew McIntyre or something of that magnitude. Now it's weird to see. It'll be weird seeing Cody be the second transitional champion in a row, and that's the other thing. Are they going to be willing to have two transitional champions back to back? Because obviously Drew McIntyre at this point, he was only champion for 56 days, and now Cody Rhodes is the champion again. So are they going to have? So basically, Drew was a transitional champion for whatever reason. Are they going to be willing to do that same thing to Cody Rhodes in less than that amount of time? Because it'll be less than 56 days till WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
Is it even, if it's over 30 days, it's barely over 30. I can't remember the exact date of WrestleMania. Do you remember the dates for WrestleMania? It's the 19th and 20th or something, isn't it?
It's the 18th and 19th.
18th and 19th, that's what it is. Okay, so we're just over 30 days away. But again, are we going to have two back-to-back transitional champions to give Randy Orton that victory? Or on the other hand, do they end up having something happen, interfere in that matchup, and of course Randy Orton's going to have to wait till SummerSlam? I don't know. That's the thing. Jack says they're going to run into Roman Reigns 2015 with... Yeah, you might be right about that, Jack. He says, you can cheer a heel easily. Same reason some people like the villain in the movies and TV comics. Or, sorry, in TV and comics. They cheer because they're entertained. That's right, exactly. And there's just certain people that you can't turn heel and expect to just be hated and booed. And, you know, there's certain people that are good at it, but they're primarily heelish, though. Like Gunther, for instance. That guy thrives off of getting the fan reaction, and the fans love to boo him, especially at the moment because of his current character, right? So, but Cody Rhodes, I don't see him as a believable true heel. I don't. I'm not sure he can pull it off. That's just my opinion. Do you believe that Cody Rhodes could pull off a heel run?
I know he did it over in New Japan, I think he did. And
yeah.
TNA.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, but it wasn't exactly what I would consider great. You know what I mean? It wasn't I wouldn't say it was a memorable heelish turn or anything, or a heel run or anything. But I don't know, just he's been pushed over and over as the babyface of the company over the past few years, right? And I don't know. I don't know. With other people around like Gunther, and it's hard to buy Cody Rhodes. Although I tell you, because I've always found it weird that he's been a babyface with the name the American Nightmare. You know what I mean? That's always been a little weird for me. That's his gimmick name, American Nightmare, but there's not really much nightmarish about Cody Rhodes, especially currently, obviously. But he says, Cody, no, he's a Superman Cena type now. He doesn't have to, or he doesn't have it in him to be a heel. No, and I was just saying to Moon, like, he has said several times now that he's not really interested and doesn't need a heel run. It's just not something that he personally has in his own deck of cards. So there's that too. That's Luke's wrestler. But yeah, anyways. Sorry, Saphira was bothering me a little bit. She's sitting right beside me. She wanted to know why that wrestler looked... well, she thinks it looks like me, but I don't think that really looks the same as Elijah Archer, so I don't know. That is Luke the Gooner. But anyway, what was I going to say? Something about Cody. Oh, if they do turn Cody heel, here's the thing. He's got to ditch the blonde hair, first and foremost. Yeah. He's got to ditch the blonde hair. And he's got to go back to wearing suits. You know? Because he was wearing suits for the longest time, and then it kind of sort of looked like he was trying to inch toward a heelish turn or a more gritty character, and he started, coming out in regular attire as opposed to suits. But if he's going to go full-blown heel, he's the type of character I think I would like to see be a corporate character, a corporate kiss-ass. Kind of like, The Rock has done it, Stone Cold has done it. I mean, a few different people have done it. That I think Cody could pull off. The corporate ass kisser that does whatever he needs to do to stay champion and or at the top of the food chain, right? But Saphira, right now we're just still talking. The show hasn't even quite started. You'll get to say hi to everybody during the show. Stop asking. If you want to say hi to people in the chat, that's fine, but stop asking me questions you kind of sort of already know the answer to. You're going to have to wait just a bit. We're still talking about things. You will. Relax.
Can you tell them to say hi?
They can hear you. My microphone is on. But I'll let you talk to them. I'll take a little break in a bit, and I'll let you say hi. And Luke's not on here yet, so you're not gonna get to bully Luke. It's Moonraider right now, mind you. He probably would sit and bully Luke with you without Luke here. So there's that. I can see that happening. I could see that happening. But anyways, just relax. Anyways, yeah, I would like to see him be like a corporate kiss ass. Thing is, Cody and like who's he gonna? Cody and Nick Aldis? I don't know, because that's who would be. Cause if he's to stay on SmackDown, that's who he'd be working with, right? Is Nick Aldis, and that would also require. Because, I mean, back in the day, corporate was mostly to do with, Vince McMahon and Triple H and other such characters. We don't really have that same dynamic going right now because there's different GMs. There's GM on Raw, GM on SmackDown. There's I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know what I think about a Cody heel turn if that were to ever come to fruition. I personally don't think it'll come to fruition. But, again, rumor has it that Randy Orton might be turning heel here shortly. So, that obviously we can all buy. Because Randy Orton's by far probably one of the greatest heels of all time. Definitely one of the greatest heels. And honestly, I mean, it'd be probably more fun, at least, if he goes in and beats Cody as a heel as opposed to two baby faces squaring off at WrestleMania for the World Championship. You know what I mean? So there's that too. All right, well, while we're talking about different topics and we've got lots of different things to discuss, we still haven't gotten into any sports for the day yet. But we may as well get the show on the go. Glory Road at 10 matches, all championship spectacular. It is going to be a great show, so we may as well get things turning and burning right now with our first match of the day. Our tone setter for the day for the TWA Underground World Tag Team Championships. It is Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair taking on TDL, Rhea Harrow and Anna Jay. So let's get the ball rolling. Welcome in, Boss Apollo. I seen you sneaking up behind us. You will not scare Moonraider and I. We had our eyes peeled. We were waiting for Luke, so we were already kind of waiting to see who was going to show up first. But welcome in. You off today, boss?
I'm at work now.
Oh, you're at work now. Okay. All right. Well, good timing. We're just about to start the tone setter of the day for TWA's Glory Road. Our first stream preview, our first show for Season 7. So here we go. Alexa and Charlotte versus Anna Jay and Rhea Harrow. Better known as TDL these days. All right, what do you guys think? Alexa and Charlotte, former World Tag Team Champions, or the reigning defending Tag Team Champions, Rhea and Anna?
I'll go on with Anna Jay.
Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. All right, so what were we saying, Bus?
I'm going with Anna Jay.
You're going with Anna and Rhea? Moon, what about you? You still there, Moon? I think we lost Moonraider. But here we go. Tone setter of the day, Alexa and Charlotte versus TDL. TWA's Glory Road is ready to get underway. Here we go. Did you watch SmackDown, boss? You didn't watch it yet? Okay, like, do you know what's been going on as far as? Okay. What do you think about Cody beating Drew McIntyre for the? Yeah.
Get him the title for the third time, the third WrestleMania. I would hope for something different.
Yeah, I mean, you're not alone, believe me. There's a lot of people upset that Drew McIntyre won that, or lost that championship. I know, and I've said it before. I don't understand why that's even a thing. I mean, that guy, just like Roman Reigns, helped carry WWE right through the COVID era. Right? He's been loyal. He's been consistent. I mean, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe they think Cody versus Randy sells more tickets than Drew, but.
Is ahead of her time. True greatness usually isn't realized until after you've been enshrined in the WWE Hall of Fame. Such is not the case with
Saphira, it's Boss Apollo. Sorry, Saphira was asking who you were. She can hear you on the... Yeah. Moon Raider's Elijah Archer today. Congratulations, Moon Raider. There's the lotto, dice, and blackjack numbers, so I will pin those to the top of the channel, or chat. There we go. 214 still a lot of numbers. Nobody's won the lottery in, geez, a hot minute. A hot minute. Elijah Archer dressed as a sheep. Let's see what he's driving. And here they come. They are the reigning, defending TWA Underground World Tag Team Champions, representing Team Mufasa HCC and, of course, TDL. Anna Jay and Rhea Harrow making their way to the squared circle. A rematch in the making has come to fruition. Can Alexa and Charlotte win those championships back? Or does Rhea and Anna hand them another loss and send them home empty-handed? We are definitely going to find out here in a few moments. Although I do have to agree with Moon Raider and Boss Apollo, I think Anna and Rhea are going to walk out with their gold. I think they're walking out still reigning, defending champions, but only time will tell. Only time will tell. Alright, so I do need to advertise that we are live before I forget. Just about done here. Got it on X. Now it's time for Discord. I tell you, Luke must be at the shrine. Like, what is he doing that is so important that he cannot be here with us live on the broadcast booth for TWA at Glory Road? How dare he? How dare he? There we go, we're all advertised out. We are advertised out. And here we go. Alexa Bliss and Rhea Harrow starting things off here.
take those first steps.
It's incredible the inventiveness we are seeing on display here.
Snap slam.
Alexa Bliss tagging Charlotte in already. Looks like we're going to have some quick tags. Which is an intelligent. Sorry, say that again. Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan. I remember, like, when Liv Morgan first came in, I actually didn't care for Liv Morgan all that much because I thought she was just kind of trying to be an Alexa Bliss ripoff type of thing. But man, did she ever blossom, man? Like, she's a superstar now. I really like Liv Morgan now. She is awesome. Yeah. Yeah, but Liv and Alexis, that would be a very interesting pairing. But I like Alexa and Charlotte too, though. So I figure that's probably going to come to a downfall eventually, a spiraling downfall, I'm sure at that. But hopefully not yet. I think they make a good pairing. I think that Alexa has brought it a lot of Charlotte that Charlotte wasn't showing us before. You know, because Charlotte's always been sort of boring, right? And I'm a huge Charlotte fan. I think she's probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest, women's technical wrestler of all time. But as far as a superstar status, you know, she was lacking in some areas, like on the microphone, and her she had a lack of charisma, and just her persona, her it was just boring, you know. So yeah, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair have really been a good team. I've enjoyed their pairing. Our sponsors for Glory Road: Twitch, YouTube, Bitcoin, and of course Armani. Can't. What? Sorry, what's the same storyline? Oh. Kind of. And I mean, we all knew that was going to happen. I mean, Seth Rollins never stays in a faction too long. I mean, it's funny, some people consider the Shield like one of the greatest factions, but to me, they weren't really a faction long enough to consider them. You know what I mean? Welcome in, Mufasa, and yes, you are just in time to see Rhea and Anna. A rematch with Alexa and Charlotte. No, I don't think so either. I mean, were they a good faction? Yeah. I mean, and they had some great moments, but they weren't around that long. You know, it's not like they were around as long as, say, like, you know, D-Generation X or the NWO or, you know, Legacy. You know, they just weren't. They weren't. No. So I personally don't think. No, they weren't one of the greatest factions of all time. I don't think. What's going on, Mufasa? What's new and exciting? Anything? What you got going on? Did you have just a relaxing day? Did you have things to do? Was anything on the agenda? Well, Moon Raider is Elijah Archer. I'm going to see who I am for the day. You're Ric Flair? Nice. The dirtiest player in the game. I am Kurt Angle. Let's see what I'm dressed as.
but this opponent still fighting back.
Oh, I gotta actually... There we go. I'm sitting there waiting for it to pop up, and I didn't even send it to the chat yet. I am Kurt Angle dressed as a walrus. A fucking walrus. Let's see what I'm driving. Driving an ATV. Kurt Angle dressed as a walrus driving an ATV. Well, at least it's... Dressed as a moose driving a train. I mean, I knew he was jet flying, but I didn't know he was train riding. I thought it was limousine riding, but whatever. You know, we can change it up. We can change that up. We'll just have to, you know, send Ric Flair the message so when he's doing his spiel, he's not just a limousine riding, he is a train riding. Wheeling, dealing, kiss stealing. I mean, Ric Flair was one of the greatest promo. I mean, the promos that he did were just epic. A lot, you know. Yeah. You know, when it comes to, and you know, the funny thing is, Ric Flair is actually a very good wrestler. But when you think, and he'll tell you, because he laughs all the time when the people are talking about him being the greatest of all time, or which I think he's one of the greatest of all time. But when they talk about greatest champions of all time, he laughs a little bit about that, because although he's had 16 world championships, like he literally never won a championship or retained a championship without help. Without help. So I actually didn't really take that into account until I actually heard him say that. I can't remember if I was watching a podcast or just listening to one, but I remember him talking about it, and he thought it was funny because, yeah, he never won a match clean. He always had help from either the Horseman or somebody, right? So one of the cool moments, though, I remember when Ric Flair came into the Royal Rumble, I think it was, what, 90... Was it 92? 91, 92, somewhere around there. And it just happened to be that year that they put the WWF World Heavyweight Championship up for grabs in the Royal Rumble. And, of course, Ric Flair won that Royal Rumble, became champion. I feel like it was 92. I'll have to look it up, or somebody will have to look it up just for a fact check. Just for a fact check. Charlotte and Alexa have been doing a very good job of staying fresh and keeping those quick tags going. Oh, Charlotte with a spear on Anna. Looking for that 3 count. Anna Jay powers out, though. Looked like Rhea Hero was going to headbutt Charlotte, but she moved. It was 92? Okay. I kind of thought so. I just wasn't 100% sure. That was actually a very good Royal Rumble. And I actually think I would like to see them... I don't care if it's the World Heavyweight Championship, but I would love to see them put another championship up for grabs in a Royal Rumble. Yeah, like the Intercontinental Championship or the United States Championship, something. Make sure it's a good story involved to do so, right? Obviously. Don't just randomly toss it in there, but... Alright, let's see what my blackjack cards are for the day. I always get shitty cards, so I may as well get it over. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. That is all the winners of our Tone Setter of the day. And still... your TWA Underground World Tag Team Champions, representing Team Mufasa HCC, Rhea Hero, Anna Jay. They are TDL, and they are still your Underground World Tag Team Champions. So congratulations to Mufasa HCC, and of course, Rhea and Anna Jay. TDL remain champions and get to go home with their gold. I wonder why that didn't work. Or did it? Oh, yeah, there it is. I mean, that was delayed. Wow. So I got a 3 and a 6, so that's no good. That is no good. Let's see if I can get anything for Lotto. I'll probably get some ridiculous set of numbers. 908, you see what I mean? Fucking numbers are 214, I get 908. So blackjack. Let's try dice. Let's try the dice. 5 and a 4. I forget what the dice are. Hold on. Is 2 and a 6. So I did beat the dice. The only way to beat regular numbers, of course, is to get pairs. So if for some reason that 5 and 4 holds up, it probably won't. I'm sure somebody will beat it at some point. But if for some reason those numbers hold up, I'll make sure I give it to a lucky viewer in the chat room later in the show. The Gooner's in the house. Hardcore Country Luke. You just missed our tone setter of the day, Luke. It was Alexa and Charlotte taking on Rhea and Anna Jay, a rematch for the TWA Underground World Tag Team Championships. As you can see, TDL still the reigning defending champions, but what a great match. So Alexa and Charlotte, they did a really good job of remaining fresh in the ring and tagging in and out. They worked well as a team. But Anna Jay and Rhea Harrow were just a few steps ahead of them and ended up retaining the championships. So, but yeah, how you doing, Luke?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. Excited. We got 9 more matches. We have an evening of all championships on the card. So it is quite the spectacular, and we're just getting things underway. So Saphira is, of course, here today, so she's going to be excited to say hi to you, Luke. She is going to be excited to say hi to you. But she does. I know that 9-year-olds are like that, you know. They like to bully people. They like to bully people. And nobody else is going to help you with that, because Boss will just laugh, Moon Raider will just laugh. You know, so you've got no help from the peanut gallery, that's for sure. Did Luke come and say hi? Yes, Saphira, Luke is on the broadcast booth. He just showed up to work. He is tardy today. Missed an entire match for the first time ever, I think, actually. Is it not the first time? It doesn't happen often if it's not. I can't recall. Oh, you were hanging out with Adam today. Nice. How's Adam doing? Is he good? That is excellent. Your number should pop up there, boss, in a minute.
It'll probably be in the stream soon. He said he might watch.
He said he might watch. Excellent. Fantastic. He's always welcome. It'd be good to have him. But here we go. Second matchup of the day for the TWA Underground World Tag Team Championships. It is the Deleters of Worlds, JoJo and Joe Davis, former multiple-time champions, taking on Kenny Omega and Oba Femi from Team Chelsea. That's our next match of the day. Let's keep that ball rolling and get the show back on the go. Moon Raider, Oba, and Kenny in action. The two that defeated TDL for the Underground World Tag Team Championships. When it looked like nobody was going to take those championships from them, Kenny and Oba got the job done. Can they, however, beat Joe and JoJo Davis? That's the question here. That is the question. Yeah, I don't know why your numbers aren't popping up there, boss. Try it again. It's weird how it does that sometimes. It's primarily here on YouTube.
It's always YouTube.
Just to see if they pop up. It doesn't look like Lotto worked for either. The roll worked. You got oh no, that was
that one worked.
No, it didn't either. That was my 5 and 4. That's right too. Yeah, you'll just have to try them again. I don't know why it wouldn't be working. That's kind of strange.
I would try to back out and come back in.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, here we go. Deleters of Worlds versus Team Chelsea. TWA Underground World Tag Team Championships on the line. Let's go. All right. I'm actually going to use the facilities real quick. I'll be right back. But just for Luke's pleasure and for Boss and Moon Raiders Entertainment, probably most of the chat room for that matter, Saphira's here. She would like to say hello. She wants to talk to her buddy Luke. She misses Luke, so she's going to talk to everybody for a little bit. Well, maybe you can ask her about her wrestler, Sarah Santana, and how well she's been doing in the ring lately. She's had a couple of losses, but she is still sitting. The ratio is she's got a much higher win percentage than a loss percentage. I believe she is 5 or 6-2 at the moment. So, but anyways, here she is, my mini Saphira, and I'll be right back.
Hello? No. Are you the British one? I'm good. What the heck? So quiet.
How are you doing? What are you doing?
Hold on. Hello? I don't know. I'm looking at my dad's chat. What? Yeah. I can barely hear that.
How old are you?
What?
How old are you?
How old?
Yeah.
I'm 9. You're 1.
I'm 1.
Yeah, and you're also British.
Remember guys, the title's on the line here in this one. And I don't remember the last time the champ was in much jeopardy.
Shush.
Tonight might just be the night the title changes hands.
Don't worry, my dad's crazy just like you. Mr. British guy, I need a bottle of water. How'd you just go so silent?
That's because your dad isn't here, okay?
Excuse. I'm just kidding. Do you know the Jennifer Hunt 9 in the chat person?
We've also got Boss. We've got Boss here in the party. Right? His name's Boss. Say hi to him. So.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. I can barely hear because my dad thing is so loud. Where'd my water go? Oh, totally right there. Luke.
What?
Do you know that Jennifer Hunt 9 person in the chat?
I don't know who she is.
That's me.
Is that you there?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Bonjour. Comment ça va? Ça va bien. I don't know why it got so silent after my dad left. I'm gonna have to get him to punish you, Luke. What?
Why do you always want to call me, man?
Well, my dad says to call you Luke. I'll ask him why I have to call you that.
Expect these teams to be on their A game tonight.
I'm sure we'll see some interesting tag team strategies in this match.
Well, strategize all you want, but in a big championship match like this,
Yeah, my dad's just taking a little break in the room. The heck was that? That's really good thing. Whatever. You still there, guys?
Yeah, we still here.
Where's Moon
Yeah,
Rider?
yeah.
Put in the corner now.
here's a tag.
You guys know where Moon Rider is?
Opponent off the ropes. It's moves like that, moves that
Is he
show
in the...
teamwork that just might end up turning challengers into
Wait,
champions.
can you talk?
Move right up.
Excellent
Wait.
opportunity for Femi to shift the
Is Moon Rider the boss?
Storm wants to create a flurry of his own.
The what?
Shoulders down. Championship at stake.
I'm confused. Am I going crazy right now?
Can you tell me what your wrestler's called? And
Sarah. Sarah wins every round, and she is emo. Oh my god, she's skinny, she has long hair, and she's goth.
It takes a whole lot of luck, too.
No comment? Okay then. That's fine. Let me punch you.
Yeah, he's got to find some respite here. Damage.
You're welcome.
Got to get back in the ring to stay on the edge.
Anyways, you guys are crazy. Except the boss. My dad said Moon Rider will be making fun of Luke. I don't hear any happen. No comment again? Okay.
why is it you always want to talk?
Now he sees control for the moment. Yeah, he's unleashing a full throttle attack.
What?
Why'd you always want to talk?
I don't. I just want to bully you. You gotta go back to school, bro. No cap.
I've been school a long time ago, right?
Coming in off the tag.
That's not what my dad said to me.
Wrong about that.
That catches
He said nothing about you going to school. He didn't tell me you ever went to school. I thought you were only in kindergarten today. Once my dad gets back, I'll still be bullying you after when he takes his other breaks. What? Bully who?
This has been an arduous tennis match.
Can't see what you're saying.
Can you bully Bob?
Who is the boss?
You're the boss?
Oh, the boss? No, he's cool.
Why is boss cool or not?
Oh no, cause you're crazy.
Okay, I have returned. What did I miss? How'd that go? Did Luke get bullied into infamy? Are you okay, Luke? Do you need a hug?
I can't believe some of the shit that
She is, yeah. She is very intelligent, that's for sure. Luke says you're a very intelligent kid. She says you're a very British kid. Wow. The rivalry, the ongoing.
Why did she get that from? Like,
I don't know. But it's funny. It's amusing. It's definitely amusing. So did that end up working? Yeah, it did, eh? So your lotto numbers were 637. And did the other one work? Yeah, you got a 5. Yeah, so you're leading at dice right now then, because that beats mine even. So I only got a 5 and a 4. The lotto is 214. It's actually, it's right in the chat right now, actually, but it's also pinned to the top of the chat. So.
I got a 637.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I saw that. Saphira says yes, he does need a hug. I think he's always going to need a hug after talking to you. But anyways, yeah, the rivalry between Saphira and Luke is definitely funny. I can't remember what episode number it was that it began, but I know I've been in people's channels and they've got it set up so if they do a shout out, it also shows a clip from one of your recent streams, or in our case shows. And that's actually the one that popped up, and you could hear Luke and Saphira going back and forth on the VOD. It was hilarious. So, I mean, it was hilarious when it happened, but to hear it pop up on somebody else's channel after they've given me a shout out was just pretty funny. What? British? What does that say? What'd you say, Luke? Exactly. I mean, you've got nieces and nephews and stuff anyway, so you're used to little kids, so that helps too. Yeah. Need a bottle of water. But I'm British from. I don't think they come out right. I don't think you spelled British form. Well, I think their bottles of water look pretty much like ours. I think that's a universal thing. Bottles of water just look like bottles of water. But anyway. Oh, he said he needed a bottle of water? Yeah. Oh, okay. I was wondering where that came from. It was kind of random. So, question of the show. Apparently, the internal plan for WrestleMania 42 may actually be Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. We now know that's fact.
I didn't want him to win that.
Yeah, what are your thoughts? No. Neither did I. Boss Apollo did not like it either. Pretty sure Moon Raider wasn't exactly excited about it myself. I forget. Moon, what did you say? What was your opinion on Orton versus Drew?
Well, I understand it. Like, I was kind of annoyed. I understand the reason why.
I mean, ultimately, I personally think the reason is they don't think Drew versus Randy is as big of a ticket seller as Cody versus Randy. But the thing is at this stage of the game, they should have sold plenty enough tickets that shouldn't even matter at this point. Well, so you're banking on Cody and Randy selling extra tickets? Is that it? It does. No. Well, exactly. That's the thing. He's getting fucked over again. My other question was earlier, Luke, because basically Drew had just ended up being a transitional champion again. He only had it for 56 days. Cody now has that championship again. Does Cody become the second transitional champion in a row? And Randy Orton gets number 15? Or does Cody end up beating Randy Orton? Or I guess the other possibility is, does something happen to interfere with the match and that whole feud gets dragged out to SummerSlam? like Drew McIntyre interfering, for instance? Or does he just help Randy beat Cody, inadvertently, obviously? It's not like Orton and Drew have any reason to work together. But Cody just beat him for his championship. It would make sense. Oh, look at that. That is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the matchup. And still your TWA Underground World Tag Team Champions, representing Team Moon Raider 25. It is Team Chelsea, Kenny Omega and Oba Femi with the big win over Joe and JoJo Davis, the leaders of the world. Wow. Congratulations, Boone. That's interesting. Because Joe and JoJo are not an easy tag team to beat. But at the same time, can I be completely surprised by the outcome? No, they just beat TDL. Right, at TWA Underground, they beat TDL for the world, and nobody thought that match. Nobody thought the TDL was losing that match. Let's face it, as much as everybody likes Team Chelsea, TDL are the best tag team probably in the history of TWA. I know. You say second best? I don't know, man. They've got some accolades. As do Joe and JoJo Davis, but damn. I mean, they got into the Hall of Legendary Accomplishments by winning 3 tag team championships in a row and holding all 3 at the same time. That's how they got in, right? And they still went on to win singles championships, and they've been, Triple Crown tag team champions more than once, and it's hard to not put them at the top of the food chain, but yeah, they beat TDL. Kenny Omega and Oba Femi seem to be a very, very good pairing as a tag team for Team Chelsea. Damn. That is awesome. Not awesome for Team Boss Apollo, of course. Joe and JoJo just lost, but for Team Chelsea, however, who have been on a tear. I mean, they debuted and were automatically going to war, as everybody would have expected, with Team Arsenal, and I'm sure that rivalry's far from over. But of course, Arsenal and Chelsea also like to go on and do their own thing, win their titles, and eventually those two teams will always clash. Chelsea and Arsenal are age-old rivalries in more than just professional wrestling, so that's going to go down again at some point. But again, congratulations to Kenny Omega and Oba Femi, still the reigning, defending TWA Underground World Tag Team Champions. Here we go. Our next tag team matchup of the day. It is Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes from Team Arsenal taking on Eric Dangerous and Mufasa, better known as TDL. We were just talking about their greatness. It is for the TWA World's Tag Team Championship, and that is next. What do you guys think? Team Arsenal? Well, we know what Luke's going to say. We already know where Luke's going with this one. We don't even have to ask Luke, unless he's going to pull a Boss Apollo and choose both in some form or manner so that he can't lose. But, yeah. What do you guys think? Moon, Team Arsenal, Brock and Cody, or TDL?
TDL.
Where are you going with, Boss?
If I was betting, I would have bet on TDL, but I would have went for Team Arsenal.
So you'd bet on TDL, but you want to go for Team Arsenal. Okay. That is the typical Boss Apollo response. He makes it so that he absolutely cannot lose the bet, because he's covered both sides in some manner. Even if there's multiple people. Even if there is multiple people in a matchup. Good Lord. And of course Luke is going with Team Arsenal. That's yes, he's not going to it'd be kind of weird if he suddenly decides, well, I think today I'll choose TDL over my team. I don't see that happening. I see that happening about as much as I see him deciding to dislike Mickey James. All right.
That's never going to fucking happen.
But here we go. Team Arsenal and TDL for the TWA World's Tag Team Championship. Let's go. Mufasa says, if TDL is second, who's the first? You? TDL has been Triple Crown champion 3 times and has beaten every tag team in TWA.
The leaders of the world have beat every single team in this business. You know what? Put the money on the boss. Put all the power on the boss.
Ooh. That would be tough to do because one set of their championships are actually the Speed Tag Team Championships. Yeah. I'm hungry, just kidding, but soon do I get my ice cream? You want a snack during the show? You're turning out to be just like Luke. Yeah, at some point, Luke's going to break out crisps or popcorn, or he's going to microwave some cake. It's going to happen. It has not happened yet, and he'll probably have a soda. He will probably have a soda. By the way, Luke, we haven't gone and discussed sports yet. We were, of course, waiting for you to arrive before we did any sports discussions. I'm sure you've got things you want to talk about with Team Arsenal, and we just had a championship. Is Team Arsenal not in a championship league right now for a trophy, or is that over? Oh, where'd Luke go? Did he hit the shrine? Did Luke end up at the shrine? The Shrine of Mickey. That, or he could be looking at his brand new, freshly delivered poster of Nia Jax, which is, of course, pasted on the ceiling right above his bed, which is kind of disgusting when you think about it. That is kind of disgusting when you think about it. But yeah, boss, you think Randy Orton's going to win at WrestleMania? Do you think he wins number 15? I tell you, there's going to be a lot of angry people if he does not. Personally, what I said is if Randy doesn't win it, I'm done with SmackDown for a while. I'm just going to not watch, you know what I mean? It's just like... Again, Cody Rhodes shouldn't even have been fighting for the WWE Championship because that was the rule. When Drew beat him for the championship, Cody was not to challenge for that championship while Drew was holding the title. Pretty sure Drew was the champion on SmackDown when he was fighting him for that championship. And then he beat him for it. Yeah, I don't understand it either. I mean, again, I do fully understand Drew is going to be going to shoot scenes for Highlander, the Highlander reboot with Henry Cavill and Christopher Lambert. But I mean, so what? You're telling me he couldn't have held that championship? I'm sure he's still available for WrestleMania. And so now what's Drew's role at WrestleMania? The only thing I can think is he interferes and costs Cody the title. But maybe it's one of those situations where Randy's not happy with that. He doesn't like the fact that, you know, that's how he beat Cody. And now he wants to feud with maybe Drew McIntyre. I don't know. I don't know how... Do we have Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania? I don't know. Plain and simple, he should still be champion in my opinion. I don't think that was the right call. I personally think everybody would enjoy a match between Randy and Drew just as much as Randy and Cody. Albeit it wouldn't be as flashy, I suppose. Right? Because Cody does do a lot during his matches. I mean, he's got quite a vast repertoire of moves. So he always does make a wrestler. And don't get me wrong, it's not that I dislike Cody. But I personally believe Cody did not need another championship right now, and I don't think he needed a main event WrestleMania again. I just don't think that. I mean, I guess neither does Roman Reigns, but I guess he's, whether it's night 1 or night 2, he's fighting Punk for the World Championship, right? So I guess there's that, but I don't know. I'll be interested to see the final card because I certainly hope we have tag team championships and intercontinental championships on the line at WrestleMania. I hope it's not, because WrestleMania is the grandest stage of them all. We should see basically every title on the line, in my opinion, especially now that there's 2 nights of it. Especially unless one of the champions is involved in, you know, a different feud, which it doesn't give him the ability or her the ability to actually defend that championship. That's fine, but your champions should be at WrestleMania in some form. I can understand not having them at every PLE, but it's WrestleMania. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll be done watching SmackDown for a little while if Cody ends up walking into WrestleMania beating Randy Orton, especially if he beats him clean or something. I think Orton deserves it. I think if anybody on the roster deserves, you know, another run, I think he's definitely the guy to put the title on for a bit. But again, to be quite honest, I would have been just as happy with Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. So I think it would have been a good match. And how many times have we already seen Cody versus Randy? I want to say 4 or 5 times. I don't know. I just personally believe Drew should have been in that spotlight at WrestleMania. Let's see. Boss says, what do it take to be number 1? Because 1 is always winning, 2 is not a winner, and 3, nobody remembered. Yeah, but TDL did it first, so Deleted at Worlds is second best. Alright, I see. I somehow read right past that. I was trying to figure out what was going on there. But it was a continuation of the discussion between Team Boss Apollo and Team Mufasa HCC. I see. Okay. I'm back in the loop again. I understand what's going on here. Shots being fired from both sides. A potential rivalry in the making, perhaps. Brock Lesnar looking to break the ankles right off of Mufasa's legs. Look at this. Brock Lesnar's going upstairs. Big flying elbow drop from Brock Lesnar. You know, something Brock doesn't do much anymore is go upstairs. You don't see that really. He used to when he was all the time when he was younger. Remember when he landed on the top of his frickin' head doing a moonsault? That was against Kurt Angle, wasn't it? Yeah. Or Eddie, one of the I thought it would have been Eddie or Kurt, but I feel like it was Kurt though. I'm pretty sure it was Kurt Angle. Yeah. Yeah. And then, of course, you got Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill. Everybody's got opinions on that. Mine is that Jade still somehow walks out with the World Championship, and it's basically an automatic rivalry when Bianca Belair comes back. Unless Bianca comes back at WrestleMania, costs Jade the title, they end up feuding anyways. Yeah, they haven't done anything with it. She's had 1 title defense. 1 title defense. And is she at the 100-day mark yet? Is she over 100 days now as champion? I'm pretty sure she might be. If not, it's close. Because she's been champion for a while now. But yeah, I think that ultimately, I think probably Jade still comes out champion and then goes on to feud with Bianca Belair for the championship. I don't know where that leaves Rhea going forward, but I just feel like that's that's probably the direction. Because Bianca, I'm pretty sure, is due to come back shortly. Dad, can I talk to them and then you can get me a small snack? I suppose just for a minute or two while I get you a snack, yes. That requires you coming over here, though. That requires you coming over here. And I'm going to wait till this matchup is over, by the way, Saphira. So you have to wait till the match is over. Right now, Team Arsenal and TDL are going at it. I want to know how the match ends. I do not want to miss it. Not one of the matches. Actually, I don't want to miss any match, but this particularly, I don't want to miss the ending of this match. I am invested, damn it. Saphira, I already answered you. Yes, I did. Just because I don't type in the chat room. I speak on the microphone. You have to wait till the match is over. She wants a snack. Uh-oh. No! Oh, damn. Oh, I hate countouts. That is a lousy way to end any matchup, much less I mean, this was a great tag team matchup. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all the winners of the matchup via countout. And still, your reigning, defending TWA World's Tag Team Champions, representing Team Galaxy Phantom and Team Mufasa HCC. It is the Assassin Mufasa and Eric Dangerous, better known as TDL. Congratulations, guys. Fantastic matchup. Too bad it ended in a countout. Again, I mean, who likes a countout? Nobody likes countouts. Countouts suck balls.
I'm so sad.
Nobody likes countouts. But it does happen. It does happen. Mufasa says, let's go! Boss Apollo says, TDL, you might have won every tag team champion before the Deleters of Worlds. But the Deleters of Worlds beat them all before you did. Checkmate. Checkmate, he says, Mufasa. What's your response to that? Team Boss Apollo is still firing shots at Team Mufasa. All right, here we go. Moving on, our next match of the day. Maria Juliet Francis, also known as Madam MJF, taking on Rhea Bloody Ripley. TWA Television Championship is on the line. That is next. It is next. Oh, that's bosses. Aha! See, I told you at some point Luke would be getting into crisps or popcorn, and he's eating one of the two right now. One of the two right now. But what do you guys think? Madam MJF or Rhea Ripley? Who's winning this matchup? Who's walking out with the TWA Television Championship? What do you think, Luke? Boss Apollo has left the building. He must be having some network issues. But yeah, who do you think's winning? Madam MJF or Rhea Ripley, Luke?
I'm going, well, Rhea Ripley.
You're going with Rhea Ripley? Moonrader?
Yeah.
What do you think, Moon?
Rhea Ripley.
You're going with Rhea Ripley to retain the championship? Wow, no love for Team Honeybee Wrestling tonight. But I, as much as I like Rhea Bloody Ripley, I'm going to side with Madam MJF here tonight. I think she walks out the new TWA Television Champion. We're going to find out right now. Let's rock and roll.
It's not the back. It's what do you think? It's not the
bet against anything, really.
Yeah. All right, I'll be right back. Give me about 90 seconds or so. You get to enjoy the serenading voice of one Saphira. I'm sure she'll just bully us some more, but she's gonna say hi while I'm getting her a snack. Actually, I'll be right back.
The bathroom, so she could bully Moon Raider.
She could bully Moon Raider.
I'll bully Boss Moon Raider.
Oh, Luke's going to the bathroom.
Good.
You'll have to just talk to Moon Raider.
Hello? Moon Raider? Hi. Aren't you the boss one? Where's the boss?
I was saying, the other dude who was here, not Luke, Luke, the other one.
Kinda a good thing that Luke went to the bathroom, or else I would be bullying him lots. Right?
Yeah.
True that, true that. No comment. Wait, which is which? Is the one with the blonde hair Rhea? I'm really confused.
That's Maria.
That's the one with the blonde hair is Maria?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, well, bye, my dad's back.
I have returned. What did I miss? Just a disappointed Saphira because Luke was indisposed at the moment, I'm sure. Alright, let's see here.
I'm also part of Rhea Ripley's, because the island has got two things. What's it called? The one that I'm with was Rhea Ripley's one.
Yeah.
The Tower of Shadows, I think it is.
Tower of Shadows?
Yeah, no, the Order of Shadows that just came up.
Oh, gotcha.
And then Cody's one's Order of Tradition. And then CM Punk, might have to have a look at some one I may have to, as soon as I get to where the building's at on the island. I think it's the Order of Tradition. The Order of Sweatground, I think it is. I think it's that.
Rhea Bloody Ripley, reigning defending TWA television champion, joined the list of many greats who have held that championship. Just like the men's, it is the oldest championship in TWA history. Welcome back, Luke. Just in time, the match is just about to get underway here. So what saith you about Team Arsenal? In football, of course. Regarding football. They were just in a match.
Well, I think
That's their neck. Did they?
Yeah. I was actually like, didn't say I think people were good at it, but like social media, they were really like that thing is like really small and like it hasn't got like the pitch of like a Premier League team, which is all like the pitch is all like fucking, I don't know, it's not up to good quality as a Premier League team. The
right.
Stands, there's only a few stands as well. There's not many people. That was dead.
This toss offense begins.
Yeah, well, that makes sense, yeah. So Arsenal's sitting at 30 games played, so they only have 8 games left. But they're sitting with a fairly comfortable 7-point spread at the moment. Now, do they not... They play Man City next, don't they?
No, we don't.
Who do you play? I know that you do play Man City sometime soon. So who do they play next then?
Looking to keep control by locking in a change.
Who do they play next? Arsenal, not Man City. You don't know?
Leverkusen is next if it's a Champions League.
I'm talking about Premier League. Yeah, who's next? Who's next for Arsenal for Premier League though?
Champion sending a message. There's no mercy here.
Delivering nasty stuff.
You can feel the resentment building with each stop there.
Everton.
Okay. And when's the Man? It's a home game. I mean, I expect they'll beat Everton. To be fair. Yeah. So, but when's their game against? Well, Arsenal's just a better team, but when's the Man City game? I know they play Man City sometime soon.
Everton. Saturday the 14th of March. That's the 14th. And it looks like the one. Also, we play Man City twice. The EFL Cup final is on the 22nd of March.
Okay.
Got a cup final against Man City on the 22nd, and then we've got Manchester City. This is the away from home. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's good to play them in the cup final first.
The champ is pinned.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's hoping they beat them 2 times in a row.
Whoever wins that cup,
I mean, I would hope so. Yeah, exactly. And that's it.
It's a trophy. Don't get me wrong, it's not the best, it's not the biggest trophy.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course you want your team to win. That makes sense. Yeah. But you're right, that could give them a big boost as they continue on to finish out the remaining games of the season. I don't know if I've seen the trophy, actually. You should post a picture of it on Discord. Yeah.
There's got to be some sense of desperation right now. She's used her best.
I know we were looking at. I remember we were looking at trophies one day, but I can't remember if that was one of the ones we looked at or not. Because I remember you showed me basically what you thought the best trophy was. It actually was a really nice trophy too, really nice. I think the NHL has the nicest trophy in sports over here. The Grey Cup is really nice too. It's similar to the Stanley Cup actually, and it's old. So the Grey Cup is older than the NFL. It's been utilized in Canadian football for a very long time. But the Stanley Cup has always, in my opinion, been the nicest looking trophy in sports, especially in North America. I mean, if you look at the World Series trophy, it's basically a platform with flags and a baseball. You know what I mean? It's like that's what you play all year long for. You know, I don't know. The NFL trophies, nothing special. The NBA championship is really nothing special. I don't know. I just think a league trophy should be prestigious looking. It should have some flair to it. Yeah, you know what I mean?
In this match.
No inch has been given. No in sight.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm not sure I've seen it. I mean, I might have. Like I said, I remember we were looking at trophies one day. I just can't remember if that was one of the ones we were looking at. Yeah. Oh, I'm missing a whole thing going on here with Boss Apollo and Mufasa. Let's see. Yeah, but you changed your name, so technically the Leaders of Worlds didn't, and we kept our names the same. And Boss says, because TDL was you not part of a team like I was who got betrayed by them, but this time my name is staying the same. You can't erase the Leaders of Worlds accomplishments in the business. And then he continued to say, no matter if I was the Public Enemy, the Ascension, or the Death Authority, it's still the same accomplishments. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. Wow. The winner of the match and still your TWA television champion, representing Team Sinister Square and Team Soul Embers, Rhea Bloody Ripley with a big win over Madam MJF to retain her television championship gold. Congratulations to Team Soul Embers and Sinister Square. Wow, I actually thought Madam MJF would beat Rhea Ripley here tonight. I was incorrect. I was incorrect. Great match, though. Can't take that away from him. So Luke and Moon, you guys were correct. Rhea Ripley won. That's a big defense for Rhea Ripley. Big defense for Rhea Bloody Ripley. So far, no champions have lost their championships yet, have they? Do we have new champions? I'm trying to remember if this is the third or fourth match. I think this might be our fourth matchup. TDL defended against Alexa and Charlotte. Oba and Kenny Omega defended for Team Chelsea. TDL retained their titles via countout, albeit, but they still defended their titles. And now Rhea Ripley defends her championship. So yeah, not one champion has lost so far today. Holy hell. That is incredible. Wowzers. All right. Here we go. I'm trying to pay attention to the chat because Boss and Mufasa are going back and forth over who is actually the greatest tag team of all time. But here we go. Our next match of the day. It is Melissa Archer taking on Roxanne Riley. This is for the TWA Legends Championship. That is our next match. Let's keep the ball rolling. Keep the show on the go. All right, what do you think, boss? Melissa Archer or Roxanne Riley? Who's walking out with the Legends Championship? Oh, did we lose boss? Moon, what about you?
Melissa Archer.
You go on Melissa Archer. Luke, what about you? Roxanne Riley or Melissa Archer?
I'm going Melissa Archer.
Both team members, by the way. But the Wolfpack and the Wolfpack gals have never been shy about facing off against one another, especially if there was championship gold on the line. Nothing wrong with a little competitive nature, anyways, amongst your keeps you on your toes, I think. Especially if you know there's somebody in your own faction that's looking to steal your spot. You know what I mean? But here we go, Melissa Archer versus Roxanne Riley for the TWA Legends Championship. Let's rock and roll. Let's turn and burn. Scheduled for one fall. And here she comes. A former multiple-time champion is Melissa Archer. Would love to wrap that Legends Championship around her waist. But she's got to go through Roxanne Riley from Team Life is Great to get the job done. Can she do it? Is the question. Or will Roxanne Riley send her packing empty-handed? So anyways, yeah, so Team Arsenal's got a 7-point spread on Man City. I also noticed that Team Chelsea has jumped back up into that 5th spot ahead of Liverpool. I'm sure you were glad to see that, Moon Raider.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's been a very interesting season. That is for certain. Very interesting season. When it came to Arsenal, though, there was like 2 or 3 games where I feel like they should have won those games, and they either drew or lost, and I was like, what? What just happened? Well, especially when the whole Wolves game, that was nuts.
Oh, yeah. The Wolves all went on to take Liverpool and Aston Villa.
I know. No, I don't. Right? It's like they kept everything till the final few games of the year. If they could have played like this all season, it might be a different story when it comes to the Wolves in the Premier League. But for the longest time, they had 1 win. I mean, they were well past 20 games with 1 win. It's nuts. All right, here we go. It's about to go down. It is about to go down. From the Garden of Eden, she's from. The legend killer, Roxanne Riley. Both members of the Wolfpack Gals. One of the greatest, if not the greatest, women's faction of all time in TWA, I would think. I guess it might be a toss-up between them and the Outlaws. The Outlaws have accomplished a lot.
After winning his title, the champion seems to be
already nailed there with a cutter, right off the hop.
Able to
Ooh, nice reversal by the champion. Still no response from Team Mufasa as of yet. In response, of course, to Boss Apollo's recent shots fired, if you will. What's going on? What's new and exciting?
Oh, not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot. How was your weekend?
It was alright. We ended LLW yesterday.
Ended LLW. Finale.
Did you catch the VOD?
I worked all day, and then I had my daughter, so no, I usually am, but we ended up having an incident at work which prevented us from working Tuesday and had to work Saturday instead, so I was working all day, and then I had my daughter, so I didn't do too much of anything except for watch movies with her all night, so I haven't got to the VOD yet, but I will. I will. I mean, if you want to, I'm going to watch it anyways. Spoilers doesn't tell me exactly what happened in the matchup, so just tells me who won and who didn't. So I'm always okay with spoilers.
So let's see here. I won't tell you everything, but I'll just tell you some.
Sure.
So Mickey Ballmer had a mystery opponent.
A mystery opponent?
For her television title defense.
Okay.
So it ended up being Masami, who was the first television champion.
Awesome.
And Masami won. Then there was the battle between Lady Freedom and Beatrix Scarface one last time.
Oh, yeah.
Lady Freedom defeated Beatrix.
Nice.
And then we got the main event match, which was Charlotte Knight versus Morvella in a tables, ladders, and chairs match.
TLC, nice.
And in a miraculous turn of events, Charlotte Knight won and became the new LLW World Champion. And need I remind you, you were the first player to ever capture that title.
Awesome.
All the other reigns were held by NPCs, so you were the first one to actually.
Very interesting.
But then we had the Platinum title match.
Yes, of course, yeah.
Maria Juliet Francis challenged Julia Gold.
Okay.
Julia retained, but then we had the final match. And this match was for the LLW Platinum World Championship. No. The Ultimate World Championship. So it was basically a unification match.
Okay.
So Platinum Champion versus World Champion. Charlotte Knight versus Julia Gold.
Very cool.
Julia Gold wins it.
Wow.
Becomes the top woman
in the company. Wow, that's awesome.
And here's how LLW ended the promotion itself. January wakes up.
January wakes up. The whole thing was a dream. It was not reality.
Exactly.
That's kind of fun.
The thing was, B. Jackson and a few others had the same dream.
Well, that makes a lot of sense, I suppose. But very cool. That sounds like an amazing show.
So, it was all a dream world. If you think about it, it makes perfect sense. It was alternate versions of people.
Yeah, alternate universe, yeah. Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
We didn't know how maybe now we're going to end it. So my first thought was, okay, Ultraviolet's just going to fight.
Oh my God, that is it. That is all. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match by submission. And still your TWA Legends Champion, representing the Wolfpack Gals and Team Life is Great, Roxanne Riley destroys Melissa Archer and taps her out to retain her championship. So congratulations to Team Life is Great. And, of course, the Wolfpack gals. Yeah, that was... I mean, I actually thought... Because Melissa Archer and Roxanne Rowley have wrestled many times in the past with a different outcome, of course. Not tonight. Not tonight.
Yeah.
You win some, you lose some. What do you do?
Right.
I mean, nobody ever wants to see a champion lose their championship anyways, I suppose. I mean, unless you don't like them. Then there's that. Speaking of champions losing titles, seeing how I have everybody else's opinion on the matter already, what's your thoughts on Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes on Friday night?
I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
I called it. Honeybee did too. She had a theory. She had a feeling. We had a feeling.
Yeah. I mean, I think maybe they... I don't know if it's because Drew's going to shoot that movie or if they just think Cody versus...
I don't really know why. Well, I know why.
Yeah, but the thing is Cody main eventing again, first of all. Drew McIntyre gets screwed over again, basically. And I don't understand why that keeps happening. But how many times have we... I'm pretty sure we've already seen Randy versus Cody on at least 4 or 5 occasions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But do they think it's going to sell more tickets? Like, I don't... And I haven't read anything. Usually you read something by now that says, here's the real reason that Cody won, or here's the real reason that Randy isn't facing Drew McIntyre or something. But yeah.
I haven't had it.
So whatever the reason may be, I haven't seen anything really given an answer to that.
Why though? Like, why would they? Like, why did he want to take it off?
Yeah, I don't know. It's yeah. Well, like I said, I don't understand why they keep doing it to Drew over and over to begin with. But I don't know. I was kind of hoping to see Randy Orton win that championship at WrestleMania. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. Are we going to really have 2 transitional champions back to back? And if so, how is that going to take place? Is Drew McIntyre going to interfere at WrestleMania and cost Cody the title? There's so many... I don't know. And
it's
like...
not the right call for me, that...
Well, here's the other problem. Like I said, Cody shouldn't have been in that match because the rule was he was to not challenge for that championship while Drew was still holding it.
Yeah, but from storyline perspective, he pushed Nick Aldis to his limit. Well,
I mean,
Drew was supposed to be a man of his word, so since he wasn't, Nick was holding back on his.
Fair. I mean, I guess you could run with that, but
that's exactly what happened. Nick said it.
It still doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to have.
Drew didn't hold up to his end of the bargain.
No, I understand that, but the whole thing doesn't. That's just what they're going with to justify taking the title off of Drew. The question is, why do they need to take the title off Drew?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I know. That's what we're talking about. We do, but we can't figure it out. And usually by now, there's some sort of information out there as the real reason why Drew lost or what have you, right? And right now, there's nothing there. Whatever's going on, because like I said, the only thing I can think ultimately is the fact that Drew is going to be going to shoot that movie. It's possible that it was him behind losing the title, maybe because he didn't want to hold up the championship while he was going back and forth. Maybe. But yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Because Drew versus Randy would be a good match. You miss... What do you miss?
Just watching the show.
Which show?
Okay, like, in general, just WWE in general, like, Y'all do what you want, that's fine, but like during the Attitude Era and whatnot, when I was watching it back in the day when I was in high school, I didn't overthink shit. I didn't overthink like, okay, why did Mankind win the title, or why did this happen?
You just watched it play out.
I just watched it episodes after episodes, got hooked, didn't think about any of that crap.
Yeah, I mean,
didn't complain about. Well,
I think we all had that at one point, but you know, as time goes on and you know more about the business, and it's stuff you think about. But
I mean, there's things that bother me, but I mean, it's like,
yeah,
like Jade Cargill not defending as much. I mean,
well,
she's had her fault.
No, it's not. Why she's only had one title defense is beyond me, but I think she's going to beat Rhea Ripley, though. I think she beats Rhea and goes on to feud with Bianca Belair for that title. But
me too.
And ultimately, Rhea will just end up back on Raw. Probably.
That's what I think should happen.
What's that?
I said that's what I think should happen too. That she should beat Rhea and then Bianca come back and feud with Jade.
Well, to be fair, I don't want to see Bianca come back straight into a title storyline anyways, but it's
like
probably
Flair all over again.
Yeah, exactly, right? But it's probably going to happen. I think that's.
I would have booked things a lot differently had it been me.
Oh,
I would have had Raquel win the Elimination Chamber.
Me too. I actually thought she might.
And have her pick Stephanie, and then that would have caused a three-way between her, Liv, and I guess Stephanie, and then there would have been beef between Liv and Raquel anyway because of the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
And it just would have made more sense. I would have had Raquel win the title. But what do I know? I'm just a caveman. So.
You're just a caveman. All right, well, here we go. Our next match of the day.
I'm sorry, you go ahead.
Okay. Next match of the day for the TWA Legends Championship. It is the Chosen One, Shade, taking on Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Shade and Team Sir Jack the Great One finally getting their rematch against the man that took the title from Shade. And, of course, he's had more than one championship title defense, too, so he has been a fighting champion. But rematch time.
Oh.
What do you guys think?
I'm in this match.
Shade or you are? Shade or Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff?
Mr. Wonderful.
Mr. Wonderful. Oni says, of course, that makes sense, though, because he's managing Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Luke, what do you think? Paul Orndorff or Shade?
Don't know.
You don't know? It's a tough one for you?
Paul Orndorff.
Okay, you're going with Paul Orndorff. Moonrader?
Yeah, Orndorff.
Mr. Wonderful.
You're going with Mr. Wonderful? That is 3.
Damn.
Boss, what about you? Are you still here? I can't remember if Boss is still here.
I'm going with Shade.
You're going with Shade? Okay.
Yeah. Me and Wonderful, we got a beef.
I think I'm going to go with Shade too, but Orndorff has been a great champion. 2 title defenses. I mean, he's beaten Mufasa. I mean, he's had a great run so far. By the way, I've been sharing, as you guys know, I share all of our content to X and everything, and even our house show matchups that I upload. And Paul Orndorff's daughter has a page on X, and she has been sharing and reposting our videos with Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff in them. So I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, here we go. TWA Legends Championship on the line. Shade versus Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. It is Team Sir Jack the Great One taking on Team Infinite Oni. Let's go.
On a similar note, so I think it was like the other day, might have been Friday night, Saturday morning, something like that. Honeybee was live with 2K26.
Right.
You know, just creating characters and stuff. And the actual WWE Games Twitch channel page was there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the official channel.
That's pretty cool.
That made Honeybee nice.
I bet. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
heading into this match.
He's been playing that a lot here lately.
Very cool. All right, well,
I'm getting it again, but under a different gamer tag and stuff.
My
I screwed up
focus.
the first one.
My focus is on getting the PS5. I need to focus on that. So I mean,
I wouldn't be in any hurry for it.
well, I mean, by the time I get the PS5, because I mean, it's finished because things keep rising in costs up here, so it's been hard for me to save money, and the PS5 is still very expensive over here, but it is going to happen at some point, regardless. But by the time I get the PS5, though, I won't even bother with 2K26 at that point. It's probably you're looking at later in the year, so it wouldn't be worth it at that point. I would simply wait for 27, you know. But it's all good because I've got there's nothing wrong with the platform I'm currently using as far as 25 goes. And I have lots of plans for Season 7 as we continue on. We'll get to the next edition in the series when we get there. So I've heard. I've been following it on X and stuff. Anyways, there's all kinds of problems going on with 2K26.
No, you would actually have to play the game to unlock a lot of the DLC.
No, I get that. Yeah.
You have to play.
I know you won't play
it. And the DLCs, by the way, suck this year. I can't believe how bad they are, but it is what it is. But it's the rising costs. The rising costs of playing the game are getting ridiculous. Because people have been for a while now, especially since the whole island thing started, that it was going to start turning into pay to play. And it really sure looks like that's the direction they're headed.
Well, the good news is, since it's on like next generation consoles, when you do get your PS5, when I get 27 or whatever the game you get, I can create my characters or something, and I can actually send them to you and get them.
Sweet.
So the only thing that's separate is PC.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah. All right. Well, I need to take a short break. I got to get a fresh beverage, and Missy wasn't happy with her last snack, so I got to find her something different. But I'll be right back. She's probably going to end up talking to you guys. She likes to bully Luke. I'm sure Oni will have fun with that. Oni will have fun with Saphira bullying Luke. So will Boss. But I won't be too long. But here she is, and I'll be right back.
Thanks. Hello.
Hello there.
Where's the boss?
I'm here.
I captain.
And there's an argument to be made that defending the title is even harder than
No comment.
Absolutely. You got your name in the history books. Now it's about what kind of legacy you're going to leave. And that comes down to how you respond to your challenger.
Did you know that I had to get another snack because the orange flavored ice cream sucked? Yeah, orange flavored ice cream.
You don't like it?
No, would you? You live in America? Oh. Do you know where we live? Yep. Are you on Trump's side? Do you like Trump?
No, I don't.
Me neither. He's mean and fat and ginger. I used to say that. And my dad's controller's low battery. It says level 4 battery low.
Worry about talking to them. Don't talk about that stuff.
Okay.
Now superstar giving an inch here.
Luke. Luke. You're a British man. I'm guessing that you live in the UK.
I do.
Yeah.
Lighten up the chest and now. Straight to the knee. Ferocious in their approach on the champion. Trying to make sure the champion won't have a leg to stand on.
You still here, boss? Okay, because somebody left the party. Man Rider? Yeah. I'm eating a better snack. Do you hear me crunching?
These gentlemen, here are the highlights.
I've returned just in time, I see. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and still your TWA Legends champion, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, representing Team Infinite Oni. So congratulations, Oni. Another big win for Paul Orndorff. Holy hell. What a Legends championship run for him. You did. Wow. The people he's beating is crazy. Mr. Wonderful still got it. All right, here we go on to our next match. Triple threat elimination matchup coming your way. Ethan Page, the brand new TWA television champion, defeated Luke the Gooner for the championship. Now he's looking to dethrone the one Elijah Archer for the TWA Underground World Championship. But Oni Shinobi standing in between them. He wants that championship too. Also a former TWA television champion and a $1 million champion, of course. Oni Shinobi looking to go home with some gold wrapped around his waist. The one Elijah Archer just lost to Ethan Page in a non-title contest just a short spell ago. So Ethan Page sitting with a 1-0 count against Elijah Archer. Can Archer up his game? Can he retain his title? We're going to find out. That matchup is next. All right, what do you guys think? Oni Shinobi, Ethan Page, or Elijah Archer?
Wow. I'll say Archer.
You're going with Archer? Luke, what about you?
I'll go for Archer.
You're going for Archer? Boss? Oh, sounds like we might have lost Boss. Oni, what about you? Oh, did we lose Oni as well?
There's a method for like XP and stuff that people have been doing to level up. So.
Is there?
Yeah.
I know I've been reading about I've been reading about a lot of the problems people have been having on PlayStation and PC, and some people couldn't even sign into the games, and lots going on already. Crashes happening, glitches. I mean, I don't know why anybody's surprised the thing. You know what I mean? Especially after the last few years. And all these same people.
If you want for getting it straight away, but it is what it is, man.
Exactly. All right, here we go. Oni Shinobi, Ethan Page, and the one Elijah Archer for the TWA Underground World Championship. that is going down right now, and I'm just going to be
I'll be spending that. If I do get it, I won't be spending that kind of video.
Yeah. I agree. All right, I'm still going to be a moment or two. I wasn't done collecting my beverage when Mr. Wonderful decided to end Shade's evening and retain his championship, so I'll be right back.
Whatever it takes for all ego to get what he wants.
Are you guys here? Are you guys here?
We're about to see something good.
I have no idea. Are you boss?
Oh no, he left.
You're Luke?
Oh no,
Oh. Kenobi? It says, why Kenobi?
You're right, Michael. And judging from the response on social media heading into this match, you're likely to see a new champ crown here tonight.
Hello.
hello.
I have no idea who just talked. You guys all sound similar. Was it Luke that said hello?
Hey.
What?
Some say he's the underdog tonight, but in his mind, winning the title is a mere formality.
I see my cat, bro. No comment.
Yeah, now we're talking.
That Elijah Archer? Is that Elijah Archer? He has security guards? It's mean because whenever my dad leaves, it goes so silent. My dad's back, it's so crazy. I think Elijah Archer is gonna win.
And a huge opportunity for the champ to prove to everyone that there truly is nothing in all WWE
Wait. Did the round already happen?
What?
Did the round already happen?
Is what?
Did the round already happen?
No, the match is just waiting to start.
Oh, well,
Just making their entrance.
I think Elijah Archer's gonna win. What?
Don't touch the controller.
Yeah, I'm just moving it. You want the headphones back?
Sure. Hey, returned. Alright, so Luke, we still have some other orders of business to discuss. We have yet to discuss the Detroit Red Wings. And of course, to do that, we have to be talking about the NHL and what's going on in the NHL. When was the last time you watched an NHL game with the Red Wings? A couple of nights ago? Because they're comfortably right now anyways. Now there's, a little less than 20 games left of the season, but right now they're sitting in the number 4 spot in their division. Now they're only 2 points ahead of the Bruins, but they're sitting exactly where they need to be to make the playoffs if they want to have a playoff run. So right now they only have to worry about the Bruins. They're about 6 points ahead of the Senators, so not too bad, but the Bruins is who they really have to worry about. And of course the Canadiens are only 1 point ahead of the Red Wings. The Montreal Canadiens are, with 78 points. Red Wings are sitting at, they've played 63 games, they're 35, 21, and 7. Tampa Bay Lightning, of course, leading the division. They're sitting at 82 points right now. They're 39, 18, and 4. They've only played 61 games, so they're a couple games behind a lot of the other teams right now. Maple Leafs are dead last, of course. They are dead last in their division right now. 27, 26, and 11. It is ghastly. Now, they've scored a lot of goals. Matter of fact, they have, they're up there. They've got 202 goals for, which is not the best in their division, but it's not exactly too shabby either, for that matter. But the problem is they've let in 226 goals. That's a lot of goals to be letting in. Well, I mean, for instance, the Tampa Bay Lightning, they've only allowed 164 goals in 61 games. The Maple Leafs have allowed 226 in 64 games. So, I mean, that's a lot of goals to let in. They're the very bottom of their division because of that. They have, well, they're actually tied with the Panthers, which is kind of funny. Again, the Florida Panthers are the defending 2-time Stanley Cup champions, and yet this year they're the very bottom of the division with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now they have more wins than Toronto, but they've got a few more losses, and they don't have as many overtime.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I had to end up switching controllers there. There's always that brief delay. I hate when that happens. I mean, I was well aware it was going to happen, but I hate when it happens. And that's because my other, the one I used to use has controller drift issues, so it's not functioning correctly. So it just causes problems. So I cannot utilize it, unfortunately. I'm going to have to get myself a different controller at some point, because for some reason these ones barely last a couple of hours. The other one will last for, geez, I don't know, a lot longer than that. 6, 7, 8 hours it'll last. But anyways, yeah, it's weird to see the Florida Panthers, after winning back-to-back Stanley Cups, sit at the bottom of the I mean, they're not even going to make the playoffs. What match were you doing? I know. After winning back-to-back Stanley Cups, it's odd. Definitely odd. Carolina Hurricanes in the Metropolitan Division, they're sitting at the top of the food chain there. They have 40 wins and 17 losses with 6 overtime losses. They have 86 points. So They're leading the Eastern Conference with 86 points. 224 goals for. They've allowed 183. What are you playing? Oh, okay. Right. Now, is the island the only mode you've played so far, or have you tried any of the others?
I haven't done the
You haven't done, okay. It has a My Rise too, I assume? Yeah. What about you, Luke? What game modes have you played in it so far? Or do you have it yet? Do you have it yet, 26?
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right, because you said you had no problem signing in when other people in the community had some issues getting signed into the game. Yeah. So, well, what modes have you played so far? Was my initial question. Yeah. So you've been playing Showcase?
I just thought I could easily do Showcase, but it's like
Have you played the island at all?
No, I don't play that.
You don't play that mode? Okay. You haven't played it yet? Okay.
I haven't played it yet.
Who's the Showcase? Is it CM Punk? Yeah, it is. Okay, I thought so. I thought so.
Why haven't they got John Cena versus CM Punk in it?
They don't? No? What matches do they feature? Or what? Like what are the?
Back into the ring now.
You talking about Rey Mysterio? Yeah, no, I think it was, yeah. I think it might have been SummerSlam. Oh, look at that! We're down to 2. Ethan Page eliminated by Oni Shinobi. We're down to the one Elijah Archer and Oni Shinobi. One of them is walking out. TWA Underground World Champion. Which one's it going to be? This has been a great match.
I'll tell you all about it, Joe.
Okay. Oh, AKO out of nowhere to Oni Shinobi. Archer's not done, though. Looks like he wants to maybe put him through a table. Trying to make a statement here, he is. Is Oni Shinobi going to go through a table here?
CM Punk versus JBL.
Oh, okay. No, sir. Oni Shinobi battles out of it. Oh! Missed to the eyes from Oni Shinobi.
CM Punk versus Red Steve Armageddon 2008. We've got Randy Orton versus CM Punk.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Yeah.
CM Punk versus The Undertaker. That was one of his last matches,
might have been, yeah. Yeah.
CM Punk versus John Cena, yeah, this one, CM Punk versus John Cena on Monday Night Raw.
And you gotta think that all the plans are out the window after that.
Rematch Redemption, The Rock versus CM Punk.
Going through the arena. The cover for the win.
This is like the end.
Yeah.
CM Punk versus.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. That is all. The winner of the Triple Threat Elimination matchup and your new TWA Underground World Champion, representing Team Oni Shinobi FU. It is the Assassin, Oni Shinobi, the Demon God, is your new Underground World Champion. So congratulations to Team Oni Shinobi FU. Big win for Oni Shinobi. Former multiple-time champion, now a world champion.
I wouldn't say I'm not enjoying the game, but like, I don't think I'll be buying one of the more expensive events, like, pay all that money, and then
Yeah.
they have to patch the book and all that. But,
see, I don't know why Archer didn't just pin him after he AKO'd him.
Kind of an idiot in a way, but at the same time,
Yeah.
I've got to go.
Archer should have pinned his ass after he AKO'd him. I don't know why he tried toying around with Oni Shinobi. Backfired big time, lost his championship as a result. And a new Underground World Champion we have. That's also stupid, yeah. I do agree. Yeah.
I got money for the best,
Which version did you get?
I got Attitude Era.
You got what?
The Attitude Era.
Oh, the Attitude Era one? Yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I probably could have figured that out on my own. I would.
I'd be still waiting. I think the thing is, you only get one on a pack. So.
All right, here we go. We're on to our next match of the day. If we were in the land of purple, we would officially be entering the betting rounds. But we are not. We are in the land of red. We are live on YouTube with TWA's Glory Road. And what a show it has been, by the way. Oni Shinobi winning the TWA Underground World Championship just adds to the... It's been a great evening of matches. Great evening of matches. But again, congratulations to Oni Shinobi and, of course, Team Oni Shinobi FU. Going home with World Championship gold they are. All right, here we go.
You see, when they do this early access, the game is normally shit on early access, and then you have to bring out a patch when the game comes out for everyone. You're best off just picking it up. I mean, to be honest, but the thing is, you're going to have to pay for your... If you pay gold standard, though, you're going to have to go buy your own DLC separately, and that, which might cost you bad money. That's the thing.
I think the DLCs are terrible. I didn't wait for 26.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's what you got into that. It's kind of crazy.
What is that?
I can't believe that's what you guys got for DLCs for 26. Like, there's really not.
That's why I got for paying for that. That's why I got for paying for that edition.
Yeah. not really a lot to look forward to, in my opinion, as far as that goes.
There is some parts that I do like. I like that. The Hardy's good. The Hardy's good. Right. I know Kelly and Tori Wilson are not the best wrestlers, but I do like them. But I wouldn't say it's like outstanding like DLC, but it's cool. Don't mind that. Axe and Smash are good. But then there's a couple of ones I just don't care for them.
Sorry, what did you say was good?
I said like there are a few characters that I like. I like Macadona.
Oh yeah. Well,
Hardy's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Action Smash is pretty cool. But the rest, some of them I just don't care for.
Speaking of Axe and Smash, I'm super excited to see them inducted into the Hall of Fame finally. Long overdue, by the way, and I think we talked about this, but hold on one second. But next match of the day, ladies and gentlemen, TLC Triple Tag Team Championship matchup here for the TWA World's Tag Team Championship. The Outlaws, the Captain Dangerous Amber Extreme, and of course Dr. Britt Baker DMD put their championships on the line against Dark Vengeance, Tessa and Morgan James, and of course Fallon Henley and Alexis James Country Dominance getting a rematch of sorts here with the Outlaws, but they've got Tessa and Morgan James, Dark Vengeance in the middle of that sandwich. Which one of them are going to walk out with the World's Tag Team Championship? Who is going to climb the ladder rung by damn rung and pull down those championships? Which one's it going to be? We're going to find out right now.
Like, I'm ready to grind for that Dan Allison DLC, bro. You know what I mean? Nothing against Dan Allison.
Yeah.
That's what we got.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty happy Demolition finally got inducted into the Hall of Fame.
I'm happy there.
AJ Styles also very deserving of an induction, but I was surprised it was so soon. Little surprised it was so soon. I don't know. But, you know, you've also got to sell tickets for the Hall of Fame event, right? So AJ Styles is most certainly going to accomplish that. I figure John Cena will probably get inducted next year or the year after. They won't put it off too long, but they're not going to have him in the same class as AJ and Stephanie McMahon and Demolition because he would simply overshadow the evening. Right? They're going to want to make that Hall of Fame event completely built around John Cena for sure. I think, anyways. I do think that.
Do you think he should have went in too soon?
AJ, I think he went in too soon, but I mean, like I said, I kind of get that they probably want to, you know, make a big deal out of it and sell some tickets, and John Cena's obviously not in the cards for that right now. It's going to be interesting over the next few years, though, because eventually Brock Lesnar, of course, will probably go into the Hall of Fame. Do you think they'll do that the same year that they do John Cena? Because they're big enough stars, it's not like they have to worry about overshadowing each other. You know what I mean? So it's not like that would be a big deal, but do you think they go in the same year, or do you think they'll put them in different years? What's your opinion on that? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the more I think about it, the more I think they probably would do it. Because like I said, I think when John Cena goes into the Hall of Fame, I think that they build the entire Hall of Fame around him for that particular year, you know what I mean? They're not going to have anybody that's on the same level as John Cena. And really, you would have to put Brock Lesnar on that kind of same level. But I don't know. It'll be interesting either way. But I think if they were going to induct... I didn't think John Cena would be inducted this year. I think they would have been talking about that. You know what I mean? There was no mention of a potential Hall of Fame induction for John Cena. There was nothing to suggest that they might lean in that direction, so... But yeah, no, ultimately I think personally just a little soon for AJ to be inducted. But he's definitely deserving, so there's that too, right? AJ's definitely earned his name as the phenomenal one. He's definitely that. So I can't hate the fact that he's going in this year. Doesn't mean I can't think it's too early, but I can't hate the fact that he is either. So, you know. I like AJ. I've always liked AJ. Loved his TNA run. Has some great matches in New Japan Pro Wrestling. As, you know, some people may or may not know. I mean, not everybody watches New Japan Pro Wrestling. But yeah, AJ had a phenomenal career in New Japan and in TNA. And now he's had a longer tenure in WWE than he did in either one of them. So, you know, that's interesting. There was a time where many people thought AJ would never make it to WWE. Because he actually had a match in WWE. And then ended up in TNA when he was younger. So many people thought he wouldn't make it back. But he most certainly did. Hard to deny the talent of AJ Styles, that's for sure. Whether you did like AJ or you didn't, you know, I'm sure he has a few people that don't like him for some reason or another. Fallon Henley takes the ladder right out from under the feet of Tessa James. Or is that Morgan James? No, that is Tessa James. She just about had that championship belt. And Fallon Henley said, no, sir. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Moon? Do you think it was too soon for AJ, or do you? Yeah. Yeah, I would have waited, yeah. I mean, you're certainly not going to put him in with John Cena. You know, like, that's kind of what we were just talking about. I think when John Cena goes in, he'll be... there'll probably be only a few people that get inducted that year, just because it'll probably be an evening completely dedicated to Cena. I would think. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, no, I agree with Moon, though. I think it was too soon. Do you think it was too soon, Luke, or do you feel that now's the time, or? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, give it some time, right? I mean, you got people like The Rock that still aren't in. I mean, I'll be one of the first people to say that I think that even Rey Mysterio went in too soon. Yeah, he's still an active wrestler, yeah. You know, he's still putting on top-notch matches. I don't know why they felt they had to put Rey in so soon. Unless at that time, maybe they thought he was going to be done. Like, I don't know, maybe at that time, Rey didn't think he'd still be going. I guess that's a possibility. But I don't really know. But yeah, so the Detroit Red Wings, Luke, looking pretty good for a playoff run. They just got to kind of keep ahead of Boston Bruins. They don't have too much else to worry. I mean, unless they have a pitiful last 19 games or so. And then the Ottawa Senators somehow catch both the Bruins and the Canadians and the Red Wings. Well, because the Boston Bruins, the Montreal Canadiens, and the Detroit Red Wings are all very close in points. Like, Montreal's only one, they're sitting in third spot, but they're only 1 point ahead of Detroit. And then Detroit is only 2 points ahead of Boston. And then right underneath them. So, I mean, it's a tight race. But if Detroit... No, they're not. No, they're definitely not going to make the playoffs. Absolutely not. Every team in the league would have to take a dump. They'd have to win basically every one of the remaining games, and then the other teams that are winning it all have to take a complete dump for the rest of the season. You know what I mean? Toronto. No. And neither are the two-time defending Stanley Cup champions, which is odd. Oh yeah, yeah. I've known since about. Yeah, like I was gonna say, I've known that Toronto was not going to do well this season since early on. I could just tell. They started off, you know, the first 10 games wasn't terrible. Once they got over that plateau, after 20-25 games, it was looking pretty bad. It wasn't looking good at all. And again, they're letting in just as many goals, if not more goals, than they're scoring. And if you're going to have a winning team, that you can't do that. You know, you need a little thing called defense and goaltending. Because, I mean, obviously goal scoring is not an issue for them. They're doing that just fine. Or were, anyways. You know, at one time they were sitting in amongst the top of the conference, maybe even the league for goals for. But yeah, it's been a pretty bad season. I just don't understand what happened to the Florida Panthers. The Florida Panthers, 2-time defending Stanley Cup champions, and you're not even going to make the playoffs this year? That's wild. That is wild. Colorado Avalanche have only lost 10 games all season.
Like City Fair 26,
well, I've been with let's say illegal things on there, like such as like blowing I put some dude through a table.
Who are you wrestling? Well, I mean, it's not like I can watch it right now anyways, but I mean... You're facing the Miz? What do you think about Adam Pearce trying to pair up Danhausen and the Miz? It is interesting, isn't it? Yeah. His appearance on Raw and SmackDown have really already turned people around. Like, the people that weren't sure whether or not they were going to like Danhausen or not. Because, again, when he first came, they should have never debuted him in the Elimination Chamber. They should have built him up with vignettes and promos and debuted him on a Monday Night Raw or something. I thought that was stupid. I couldn't believe they did that to him. He came from the Indies and the AEW. Most people didn't have a clue who he was. So I don't know what they expected. But the positive reception and reviews from people, even in the IWC, which is amazing in itself, after Monday Night Raw and his appearance on SmackDown, people have already changed their tune and are loving Danhausen. And they're going to like him even more because, again, not only is he a comedy relief act who does a very, very good job of entertaining, the dude can also wrestle, so that's a big plus for him. He's not just going to get in there and stink it up in the squared circle, so... You know, because you don't want to have somebody that's, you know, we've had our Spike Dudleys, and we've had, you know, there's people we've had that should have never been in the fucking ring. Part of the storyline? Great. Were they funny? Yes. Were they good wrestlers? No, it was just a waste of ring time type of thing. I tell you, this has been one hell of a matchup. Triple threat TLC tag team matchup. The championship is still hanging above the ring, and only so far, only Tessa James has come close to grabbing that championship. Fallon Henley took the ladder out from underneath her, however, so she was unable to accomplish the goal. Fallon Henley taking a beating outside the ring by Tessa James. Good God. Amber Extreme is laid out outside the ring. Alexis James. Nice. I mean, that was a nice reversal there by Alexis James. She tried to hit Morgan James with a kendo stick, got met with a big boot to the midsection, but turned it around. Only get it taken out anyways for her efforts. Ooh, a pedigree from Amber Extreme. Fallon Henley down and out, rolls outside the ring for a breather. She is great, yeah. I'm surprised they haven't done more with Fallon Henley, to be fair. I mean, she's really good. I mean, I don't know why she's not. Yeah. Exactly. I agree with you. I agree with you. Oh, yes, Tessa James climbing the ladder again. Alexis James, though, going to take that ladder out. Oh, Morgan James stopped her from taking out the ladder. Can she do it? Tessa James has the championship. Oh, she did it. That is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winners, for that matter, of the TLC Triple Tag Team matchup and your new TWA World's Tag Team Champions. Representing Team Rocky Cross, it is Tessa and Morgan James. They are Dark Vengeance, and they are your new World's Tag Team Champions. So congratulations. Yeah, Colorado Avalanche, Luke, 42, 10, and 9. They have 93 points already, and they still have about 19 games left of the season. So they're going to finish the season well over 100 points. They have 235 goals and have only allowed 153 goals on the season in 61 games. So they've allowed less than 3 goals a game for the entire season average. That's amazing. Dallas Stars are doing really well this year, 38, 14, and 10. They have 86 points. Minnesota Wild, the Utah Mammoth. Some of the teams that are doing good this year, it's crazy. Of course, most of the Canadian teams are shit in the bed, except for the Montreal Canadiens and the Edmonton Oilers. Utah Mammoth, though, pretty good season for them, 72 points on the season. They'll get smoked out of the playoffs, probably. So there's that. Seattle Kraken's doing not too bad. They're actually sitting in 4th place in their division. I don't know if you follow the Seattle Kraken, Moon. I know you follow the Seattle Seahawks in football, or well, American football. Do you also follow the Kraken or no? Gone again. Oh, there he is. You don't follow the Kraken? Okay. I know Luke has two teams. He's Detroit Red Wings and the Los Angeles Kings are his second team.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Los Angeles Kings are sitting on 64 points. I mean, they could still make the playoffs. They've got the Sharks with 86 points, and Kraken with 67 points at them. So a 3-point spread and a 2-point spread. So that's only a couple of wins. Because the Edmonton Oilers, even, who are sitting in 3rd spot, they only have 68 points. But yeah, really only the Oilers and the Montreal Canadiens might potentially make the playoffs this year. That's the way it's looking anyway at this point. Yeah. Problem with Montreal Canadiens has always been the same, is they usually have too small of a team, and when you get to the playoffs, and it's a little more like old school hockey because the referees let a lot more things slide, the gameplay is harder, faster, you know, it's playoff time. People, it is a fight to the Stanley Cup, and unfortunately a lot of teams are just bigger and just as fast and have just as much talent, so it gets rough for them. I've always said they need talent has never been their problem, but when you are one of the smallest teams in the league, it makes it very difficult when it comes playoff time. It's just the way it is, you know. Again, playoffs in the NHL and regular season are far two different beasts. Far two different beasts. All right, here we go. Co-main event of the day. This is for the TWA Women's World's Championship. It is Nightshade from Team Sir Jack the Great. Queen Dust, of course. She's been waiting for another shot at Selena Price, who just took that championship from her on Wrestle Wars Genesis a short spell ago. So she is ready, geared up, and ready to fight. She wants that championship back. But Selena Price has been on one hell of a tear. She's been one of the most impressive females on the roster, I think, this season, and finally got that championship around her waist. It is going to be tough to get that belt back from around her waist. Triple threat elimination action, though. Anything can and will happen. That is next in our co-main event. Nightshade, Queen Dust, and Selena Price from Team Ace Haunter. And, of course, representing Ego's Paradise, her partner in crime is Callie Carter. All right, so that is next. And then, of course, as soon as the match gets underway, I'm just going to take a short break. I just have to use the facilities. I shouldn't be too long. And Saphira, of course, wants to talk to Luke. That's her favorite thing to do.
Oh, God.
It's her absolute favorite thing to do.
Oh, no. I'm also going to tell the boss to punish you.
You're going to tell the boss? Who's the boss?
Obviously the boss.
Of what?
I don't know, just the boss that's in your party.
You have problems. It's
You're yapping is a problem.
the broadcast booth is my broadcast booth. I am the boss of the broadcast booth. But anyways, here we go. Queen Dust, Nightshade, and Selena Price, the reigning defending champion. This is for the TWA World's Heavyweight Championship. Let's go.
The boss died.
Oh, Boss Apollo? Yeah. I don't even think he's on the broadcast booth right now.
Still get a chance. I hope.
Anyways, calm down.
Next match. You guys hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Is the boss here? He is? I thought he might have not been in the party.
It's a big time. The title will be on the line here.
Boss? Boss?
Crown here tonight.
Boss? What?
A lot of folks believe he's champion tonight. And you'll have to walk into the most.
That's sad.
I'm with you, bro.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not. You're Luke.
Yeah, you bro.
What?
I'm
The double collection.
You're still Luke. You're not boss. Boss already left, brother. Yeah. And
Both of these titles, which just makes her more of a moving target, Saxton.
who do you think's gonna win?
You don't think she's gonna win?
Yeah.
2 times as a double champ, she is at the top of her game. Head and shoulders above the rest.
Well, I'm gonna tap who's gonna win.
What?
The one that's in the ring now is gonna win.
How do you know? Here comes Selena Price. Wait, what's the other guy's name? Not Boss, not Luke, but the other one? Yeah, Moonrider. Where is he?
Well, you always pick it for you. Every 3 seconds.
Target on her back and on both titles. It's time.
Well, anyways, you're just a British little guy. You need to go back to school, you kindergarten.
I'll go back to school.
Yeah, you should go back to school. No, you're not. You're just a kindergartner. Your grades got put down. Have you ever tried to make it so that you don't have a British accent? Have you ever tried? Try to say hi without the accent.
Can you do my accent?
What?
She fights back with the counter.
Can you do a British accent?
No, try to say hi without the accent.
Counter right when it was needed.
Nope. Have you ever tried to do it without the accent?
She's tossed right out of the ring.
What do you mean?
And an answer from
Like, have you ever tried not to have a British accent?
Oh, well, I'm a British guy.
back in the ring.
Don't know. No comment. Bro, what is Boss and Moonrider leave every 2 seconds? No, you're not the cool one here. The only cool one here was Moonrider and Boss Apollo. By smashing a pie in your face. Yeah, if you want to be cool, then you might want to smack a pie in your face. I think Selena's gonna win. Why is there 3 people? I forgot to ask my dad why there's 3 people. I have a Canadian accent.
We might see a new champion crown.
Wait, I already forget which one's Selena.
Selena's the one right there. Beating up on Nightshade. Queen Dust is outside the ring.
Oh, by the way, my dad's right in front of me, so. Do you want to talk to them again? Okay.
Yeah, alright, I have returned. Hell of a match so far. Is this triple threat elimination affair? Who do you think's winning, Luke? Think Selena will retain, or do you think we'll see a new champion? Do you think she'll retain? We, of course, know who Moon Raider's siding with. No ifs, fans, or Queen Dust. Yeah, I was just going to say no ifs, fans, or buts about that one. Who knows, though? Maybe Nightshade, the dark horse of the matchup. Although she's been taking a hell of a beating from both Queen Dust and Selena Price tonight, so... Although even if she doesn't walk out with the TWA World's Heavyweight Championship, she is still the TWA Underground World Champion, so... Selena Price, of course, a double champion. Went to put mist right in the face of Queen Dust. Queen Dust got out of the way just in time to miss that plume of mist. Wow, that was a hell of a pile driver. A snap pile driver by Queen Dust puts the champ down. Oh, look at this barbed wire bat with... Oh, and Queen Dust nails Nightshade right in the head with it. Man, do you think that referee could have been any slower with that count or what? That was kind of... That was crazy. Oh, that was like 2.5. The champion just about got eliminated. Queen Dust moving in. Puts Nightshade down, goes right after the champion. Oh! Face buster. Oh, she kicked out again. The champ still in it to win it. Queen Dust can't believe it. Here comes Nightshade. Queen Dust saw her coming, though. Tried to sneak up behind the referee. It did Nightshade. Did not work. That veteran experience of Queen Dust. Look at this, Selena Price setting up a table. Nightshade kicks out at 2. Oh, Jesus. Kicked the champion right in the face. But Queen Dust apparently not done with Nightshade. Apparently not done with Nightshade. Champion rolls outside the ring. Probably a good move at this point. Let those two go at it. Big power bomb again by Queen Dust, this time to Nightshade. Nightshade has been eliminated. We're down to Queen Dust and the champion, Selena Price. It is now a one-on-one affair. Oh, and Queen Dust just throws the table right into the face of Selena Price. Good Lord.
And she has the pace of this one right where she wants it. She's fighting with every ounce of spit and vinegar she has.
Wowzers. Setting up the table again, looking to put the champion through the table, I think, here. Evil intentions planned for sure on behalf of Queen Dust. Here we go. Going for a ride, and through the table goes the champion. And Queen Dust looks like she's getting ready to take to the skies here. Queen Dust got something planned here. Oh, she's going for a submission. Inverted Texas Cloverleaf. And that is it. That is all. She taps her out. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match by submission. And your new TWA World Champion, representing Team Moon Raider 25, it is Queen Dust, the Queen of TWA, your new TWA World Champion. And once again, a Triple Crown champion is Queen Dust. Congratulations to Team Moon Raider. Big win for Queen Dust. She gets her championship back. And in a triple threat elimination matchup, nonetheless. She didn't care if it was a one-on-one match. She just wanted a match, a rematch for that World Championship. She got it. She gave it all she had and prevailed. This might be an ongoing rivalry between Selena and Queen Dust. Holy hell. Didn't even give her $1 million championship back. What the hell's the referee doing? Should have been handing her 3 championships, not 2. Wow, what a match. Congratulations to Queen Dust. Once again, the reigning defending TWA World Champion. All right, here we go. It's main event time. The final match of TWA Glory Road. Luke the Gooner versus El Grande Americano in a rematch. The first time he was #1 contender. Now he is simply the contract case holder, but he is nonetheless the first in line to face El Grande and try to dethrone him in his, so far, very lengthy reign. I believe we're only 3 days away from a 90-day reign for El Grande Americano. I believe in February, I think it was February 11th, he had been champion for 68 days, and it is almost March the 11th. It is almost 30 days later, so we're coming up on 90 days as champion for El Grande Americano. Nobody has been able to beat him for that championship, and he has been facing the who's who in TWA. It's been crazy, including Luke the Gooner, but Luke the Gooner, the contract case holder, he's cashing in. He's looking to have a better matchup this time than he did the last time with El Grande and take home that TWA World's Heavyweight Championship. But here we go, main event of the day. Let's keep the ball rolling. It's time to turn and burn, our final matchup of the day. Final matchup of the day.
It's 8:02.
Yeah, I know what time it is, Saphira. Thank you. All right. Well, what do you guys think? I know what Luke's going to say. What do you think? El Grande or Luke the Gooner? Moon Raider.
Gooner to win.
You think Gooner to win? He's going to cash in successfully? Okay. We know what Luke's going to say.
I think so, yeah.
I was going to say, don't have to ask Luke. He's obviously going to side with Luke the Gooner. But here we go, main event time.
I was actually meaning to ask you when to cash in, but like, obviously, this is the right time. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Is what it is. No better place than a grand stage. Showtime and go time for Luke the Gooner. Can he get the job done? Can he become the first person in many moons to defeat El Grande Americano? And here he comes, contract case in hand, the leader of Team Arsenal. The Gooner Luke Ballmer. Or simply Luke the Gooner. People call him many things. What Luke wants to be called is TWA World's Heavyweight Champion. Again. Of course, would not be the first time. And here he comes. Representing Team Infinite Oni, he is the reigning, defending TWA World's Heavyweight Champion, El Grande Americano, TWA's only male sextuplet champion. Held 6 championships at one time. But he is still holding the championship that matters the most, and that's the TWA World's Heavyweight Championship. Oh, yeah.
But when he was wearing the gold...
Yeah. Yep. A similar mask to what Cody wears. But yeah, he had the big gold helmet and the armor and... All right, here we go. It's time. Main event of TWA's Glory Road. Yeah, I do like it, yeah. In other news, we are only 2 shows away from 700 episodes. 2 shows away. That's crazy, eh? Doesn't matter how much I think about it. 700 shows. Incredible feat, I think. That means that at this rate, TWA Underground will be our 700th show. So we're going to have to do a very special TWA Underground. We are. We are now officially in season 7. This being our first show and first stream preview, all in one episode for season 7. But yeah, Wrestle Wars Genesis is our next show, so that'd be... Or wait. No, actually, I'm wrong. I've got the dates wrong. Because our next show after this would be TWA Underground, which makes episode 700 Wrestle Wars Genesis. So that show would end up being live on Twitch. I just thought of that now. TWA Underground is right after TWA Glory Road.
Is able to avoid heavy contact.
Get off. Sorry about that. Had a brief delay there. Somebody sat on a remote control, not being careful about what they were doing. But anyways, yeah. So Underground is directly after Glory Road. So yeah, Wrestle Wars Genesis will in fact be episode 700. So we'll have to have a very special Wrestle Wars Genesis. Either way, it's going to be a great show. Looking for a 3 here. 2 only. The champion kicks out. Nice reversal there by El Grande Americano. Inverted DDT puts the Gooner down.
Take a look at this. It's the
2 count for El Grande this time. He's measuring up Luke, though. Measuring the Gooner up. Oh, elbow right to the face by Gooner. But look at that. Reversal again by El Grande right into a German suplex. Outside the ring they go. No countouts. This is the main event. It is for the TWA World Heavyweight Championship. Don't even think about it. Somebody take out the ref. Oh, suicide dive through the ropes, but Gooner gets out of the way just in time. And right onto the attack. Superman punch. Right to the side of the head of the champion. We're at a 5 count here. I'm not liking that. The Gooner walking the barricade. Oh, look at that. Somersault neck breaker by the Gooner. Back into the ring he goes. You can't win the matchup. Oh, here comes the champion right behind Luke. And look at that. Crucifix from behind. But the Gooner kicks out. 2 count only. I was going to say, man, imagine the matchup ending like that, getting caught in a crucifix. That would have been crazy. That would have been crazy. Big right hand by the Gooner. Looking for a power bomb, but another reversal by the champion. Man, oh man. At the end of the day, you got to admit, El Grande is very impressive. Wow, look at that. That is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match. And still, your TWA World's Heavyweight Champion representing Team Infinite Odie, El Grande Americano. Going home with that gold still wrapped around his waist. Holy hell. The reign continues for El Grande Americano. Wow. That is crazy. The man just keeps winning. Doesn't matter who you put in front of him, he wants to hold on to that championship. He's claiming it as his own. Holy hell. So congratulations to Team Infinite Oni and El Grande Americano. Huge win over Luke the Gooner. It's of course the second time he's beaten Gooner. Gooner's tried to beat him twice for that championship now. Once he was the #1 contender, now cashed in the contract case. But El Grande still standing tall as the TWA World Heavyweight Champion. Holy hell. Or as Luke would say, fucking hell.
Fucking hell, bro.
I know. It's starting to seem like he is unbeatable. Unbeatable. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all for episode number 698. TWA's Glory Road, our first show and stream review, all wrapped up into one of Season 7. What a show it was. Right from the tone setter to the final bell of the main event, it was action-packed and epic. So I hope you had a great time. Hope you enjoyed the show. And, of course, if you missed some of it, don't forget to go back and watch the VOD because you don't want to miss a single solitary second of Glory Road. It was absolutely phenomenal. Again, we're only 2 shows away from 700 episodes. That's phenomenal in itself. But we've got lots of big things planned for Season 7. I've already, if you look on Discord, there's a new section for TWA stream previews. So it now lists our stream previews in order, starting at the top, going to the bottom. So you'll be able to see what stream previews are next. If we have any new stream previews, you never know. You're definitely going to want to go have a look. But we've got lots planned. A lot of great times to have ahead. Some great matches, shows, stream previews. It is, I mean, you don't want to miss any single solitary second of when we go live. And of course, we have our house show matches that we always do. A lot of the times in between shows, sometimes in between shows and stream previews. But either way, we are 2 away from 700. Next, our next live show, 699, will be TWA Underground, and of course number 700, the big one, is Wrestle Wars Genesis. So it'll be a very special edition of Wrestle Wars Genesis, so get ready for a thrill ride. Hold on to those lug nuts, because it is time for an overhaul. But that's it, that's all for TWA Glory Road. Hope you had a great time. I had a great time. Saphira had a great time. It was a great show, as always. But it is that time of day. It's that time of day. You don't have to go home. I don't care what you do. You can go to the bar, grocery store, local convenience store. You can go to KFC and buy yourself a big fat bucket of chicken. I do not care. But what you do have to do is get the fuck out of my channel. Goodbye. Salut. Sayonara. See you later. Goodbye, abiento. Au revoir, mon amis.